Hello, beautiful souls. What's real for you in your inner universe, in your life? This is August 8th, what we identify as Lion Gates portal. And whether we believe in it or not, the energies are very potent, very powerful, and very transformational. So many of my clients, my apprentices, people in my community share that it's been an intense time, like last 2 weeks, and many of us are going through like radical change, and it comes from within. So the way it works, it's not like something that starts to happen outside. This is more like if you haven't had any transformational experiences, things start to fall apart on the outside first, and then people start to wake up, right? They need some kind of like awakening call externally. Yet if you have done some solid inner work, some consciousness work, the shift arrives from within first. So you have this experience internally, and it feels like a huge upgrade or a huge shift from the old setting, energetic setting, to a new. And it is a very intense and very radical process, as many report now. It's very rapid, also accelerated. So many times we feel disoriented and we feel fragmented, and we experience different side effects, like on the somatic level, body shaking, hot and cold, insomnia, butterflies in the stomach, different vibrational experiences in the body, and it feels really unsettling. It's like we don't know the reason, like there's no like story behind it necessarily, it's just happening within, right? And some people have some certain visions, certain insights, downloads, directions, but some people just experience the energetics of it, so there is no information quite yet. So that can be sometimes very confusing, especially if you are not deeply rooted into your psycho-spiritual practice, if you're not fully plugged in into your soul guidance, spiritual guidance. And it can be a little bit lonely and frightening, because on the outside it's actually challenging. It challenges all your routines, all your external settings, the way you live your life, your lifestyle, your work, your relationships. Sometimes it's like really close relationships that start to fall apart out of blue, like when everything was great and suddenly boom, it's falling apart within a very short period of time. Or sometimes the whole support system collapse, or the whole social circle. So each person has their own story behind it, or the story is unfolding, but the energetics is very similar. This is what I observe. And honestly, I went through my own huge energetic upgrades. I do see it as an upgrade, you can see it as a shift, but it always there to serve us, and it helps us to grow, right? And it's like a river, right? It's like a river flows down the mountain, and it becomes bigger and bigger, and then it meets the ocean, and it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna merge with the ocean, what's gonna happen to me? It's like you're entering this space where everything is a question mark, right? So your life is a question mark, and it feels like you can't live the old way anymore, and things are changing no matter whether you want it or not. Even if you want more time, you want to move a bit slower, but it's not slowing down this process. So it's like running through your body, running through your psyche, completely shifting and upgrading your systems, energetic systems, your energy centers, all your channels. And it might feel overwhelming, it might feel scary. So I wanted to offer some personal support for those ones who are experiencing these symptoms, and those ones who are terrified that their life is falling apart and facing the unknown, like who is going to be around, and how I'm going to do these things, how I'm going to make a living, or your partner might shift, like your relationship with your partner might shift a lot or start to fall apart out of the blue. So all kinds of situations, and very radical, very life-changing in a very short period of time. And also it's the feeling like you're not grounded, you're fragmented, you feel disoriented. So I know that during this time, personal support, your support system, and guidance, powerful guidance, can be very, very helpful. So I would like to offer some extra support I will share in this message, what I offer. And this is basically to support the path of the mystic, and the mystic means we're walking the territory we've never been before, the territory of the unknown. And we trust inner guidance, we trust our relationship with the divine, our unfolding, our mission, that we are supported. But many times we were not trained. Nobody was trained us to be this way, unless we were part of organized religion. But even then, it was not maybe encouraged to receive this inner guidance directly like this. So I find it very, very powerful to have a mentor, a guide, somebody who can hold space and share this space with you while you're walking in this unknown territory, while you're facing the huge shift in your life, in your body. My first time when I experienced that was back in 2009, and I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time, and I experienced Kundalini awakening and what we call psycho-spiritual emergency, right? And at that time, I was not educated or trained in this, for this work, right? So I was alone and was isolated, and I was like questioning everything, and like I didn't really know what exactly was going on with me. But I was going through a huge awakening process, and it opened up so many doors for me. It basically transformed my life, and I moved to California, and I started my healing businesses, and I studied transpersonal psychology, right, holotropic breathwork, tantra, and that was the beginning of my era of my service work, working my path, my true path, discovering my gifts, finding my soulmates, right? I've met so many people who are like part of my soul family, finding the partners, and having amazing experiences, like deep spiritual experiences with people and on my own, and activating my soul purpose, basically. So it was a long journey. I might record the whole story, like storytelling, sharing these experiences with you, because right now so many of us are going through this. This is exactly what we're meant to experience. And I know it can be scary, especially for human ego, for human consciousness, like, oh my God, I want security. There's no security right now. And even collective going through like this death or birth, and it's getting worse. So we can't really plan things the way we used to plan them. We can't really rely on the support system that we used to have. We can't really rely on the way we relate to each other as well, because the way we relate based on shoulds and how the society tells us what is secure and what is safe, but it's actually not working anymore. And it's not the way we're supposed to relate to each other. So in a way, it's like the threads of this new world that show up, and we are the ones who need to start this transformation and integrate this upgrade, this energetic upgrade in our real life, our real relationships, our work, the way we live, right? Our purpose. Is everything aligned? Do we live in alignment with our deepest values and beliefs? So this is the time to question things. This is the time to recalibrate. This is the time to step up. This is the time of courage also, to face it all and not to try to go back, because you can't go back. The river can't flow back into the mountains. You're facing the ocean, you're facing the expansion, and you basically, it's going to happen whether you want it or not, right? So it's better to be prepared. It's better to have all the tools, sacred spiritual practices, all the wisdom behind it, knowledge, education, and also support system, a new support system that you can rely on, a guide, a mentor, a coach. Sometimes there are some therapists that are really great as well. So somebody who can understand the process based on their own experience and also based on their journey and their education. So I, the plane is so loud. I invite you to connect with me. Go ahead and book your complimentary call with me. We can talk about it, and I will offer shorter packages, like 3-hour intensives, for those ones who want to just kind of emergency support right now, because I usually don't offer that, and I've been really overbooked with apprenticeship program and private clients, and I want to open some space for people who need it. Right now I'm here now, so this is my gift to you, this is my offering to you, and we can do it together. I'm here for you.